All right, welcome to today's edition of the Pegasus World Cup News Minute, presented by NYRA Bets. I'm Scott Jagow, along with Ray Paulick. Today, Ray, the big news, of course, the post position draw. All eyes were on where Gunrunner would be. We've talked about those outside posts at this distance at Gulfstream Park, and guess where Gunrunner is? He drew the 10. You think it's a problem?
Well, before the draw, I talked to Steve Asmussen, and I asked him, what would you like? And he said, I'd like the 1. He said Gunrunner's won from that multiple times. He thinks the inside was the place to be. Turns out there were 3 numbers left when they drew Gunrunner's name, the 1, 10, and the 11, and he got the 10. Afterwards, he really didn't seem all that bothered by it.
He's been overcoming things his whole life. You know, we heard about, from the 6 weeks we went out to California, you know, so what he hadn't done, you know, so he hasn't won here, and the outside isn't good. We get to run Gunrunner, so we're okay.
That's a really good point. He has Gunrunner, the likely horse of the year, and has been just a dominant horse in the last year or so. But if you look at the horses drawn inside of Gunrunner, there are 4 of them. They don't have a lot of speed until you get to Collected at number 5. So to me, it looks like Gunrunner could drop over and have a really nice stalking trip, despite that short run into the first turn.
Yeah, in a way, it's just kind of the opposite of the way the Breeders' Cup Classic set up, with Gunrunner to the inside, Collected was to the outside. Collected tried to get to the lead, but never could get by Gunrunner. This time around, it's going to be probably Collected fighting to get the lead on the inside with Gunrunner to the outside. The wild card, though, to me in the race is Sharp Azteca, the Jorge Navarro trained horse who comes off a really big win in the Cigar Mile. What's he going to do? I'm not really sure how things are going to set up for him. He's inside of Collected.
I think there's a good chance that he's going to try to steal this race. And if the Baffert horses, West Coast and Collected, and Gunrunner aren't careful, he might just do that. I know you're at Gulfstream Park today. You were at the draw. You talked to Jorge, and you know he told you that he is pretty confident.
You know, I'm very emotional right now. I can't ask for more, Ray. Listen, during number 4, and seeing all the speed inside of us and outside of us, listen, we could take anything we want. So we're going to sit down and study the race and see what we do.
Everybody's talking about Gunrunner and Bob Baffert. Do you kind of feel like Sharp Azteca is coming in under the radar a little bit?
No. I'm used to that already. All right. They only have seen him in the Cigar Mile. They're going to get to know him.
Yeah, Jorge Navarro seems very confident before Saturday's Pegasus World Cup. The morning line maker, I think, puts a lot of stock in Sharp Azteca too, making him 6-1 as the second choice in the morning line. Laid the 2 Bob Baffert horses, West Coast and Collected, each at 8-1. That surprised me a little bit. I thought West Coast might be the second choice in the morning line.
He may end up being the second choice, and I think those numbers are going to come down when people start betting. I was a little surprised at the disparity between Gunrunner at 4-5 against those horses, who are pretty good. I mean, West Coast's going to be the 3-year-old Eclipse champion. Collected's won Grade 1, so I think this is going to be a better race than last year in terms of competitiveness. There's a handful in here who probably aren't going to be very competitive, but mostly I think this is going to end up being a thriller.
$16 million. You're going to have to work for it. Nobody's going to give you the race. That's for sure.
All right, that's going to do it for today's edition of the Pegasus World Cup News Minute, presented by NYRA Bets. Any track, anywhere, anytime. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
NYRA Bets is the best play in online horse racing and betting. Bet from anywhere, anytime using your computer or mobile device. Earn valuable reward points on bets. Play in our exclusive promotions. Sign up now, NYRABets.com.